recording. Okay, click on this, and I'll just start it with my toe again when the time comes. Alright, you ready?
Yep, hit it.
Alright, so, guy with the first name I can't pronounce, naturally.
Yeah, that is an exceedingly difficult first name.
And back to the pretentious dialogue room. Or monologue room, I suppose it would be.
Yeah, it is a monologue room.
Codes I'd stolen. Edge sabotaged the San Michel dam.
Oh, right, you remember that part where we committed mass murder?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
Just desserts for those
Just desserts for those who worried about their own comfort.
Oh.
You all only worry about being comfortable. How dare you? I'm going to murder hundreds, if not thousands.
Myself a new life.
So she even says, like, outright, I could have left.
But I wanted to come back.
Why the fuck didn't I leave? And she has no idea.
Was it part of who I am?
I don't know.
Have we brought justice for the outcasts of some
I'm not
form?
entirely sure.
Or have my actions condemned them to
Well,
suffering?
know.
slight spoiler,
And the
it
American
has.
believes that the ends
Yeah,
always justify
Because
I'd say I'm
the water
surprised.
level was not just keeping the
My
Bastille
memory had been considered a fortress of the Bastille since
isolated.
isolated. It was keeping a couple of things in check.
I have to go there and recover my true self.
Like, all the Leapers that lived in Slum 404.
Oh.
Yeah, like, they were not
Okay.
too...
A colourful
Oh, by the way, we have to go find Johnny Greenteeth in Slum
problem is
404.
that no one knows who he really
But
is,
nobody's ever seen
where
him.
he hides out.
Okay. I'm guessing your Sensen will recognize it.
Hello, my name is Johnny Greenteeth. Actually, no, but you'll recognize him when you see him.
Okay.
It's pretty hard to not. He's notable.
He has green teeth.
No,
Oh.
he doesn't actually have green teeth. Oh, by the way, Kid Christmas is still gonna be on walls for the rest of the game, but we're never gonna see him again.
Oh.
Which is unfortunate, because I really like Kid Christmas. And there's another one of the Edge graffitis I mentioned. So yeah, Slum 404 is now under police state kind of conditions,
Okay.
while Leapers are fucking everywhere.
So you have to fight both police and leapers.
No,
now.
just Leapers.
Oh.
Oh wait, do you fight police? You might.
You might.
But not much, if that's the case.
You got everything planned out, huh?
So, we see robots repairing other robots, that sort of stuff. We have a couple of, areas, a couple of things all right, a couple of robots hanging around. We don't care about any of that, because we've got an upgrade nearby.
Ooh.
I'll buy a couple of red chairs.
Yeah, that little image does not give you
Nope. But it's in
the
here.
best idea.
Usually they're within, like, 20 feet of
Right.
wherever you are. And you've just got to find out wherever it is, but most of them are hidden in, like, side passages. So yeah, locked doors can now be opened with the spammer. And there is going to be a new type of collectible. This is a Scaramech. Scaramechs, when you shoot them 7 times, will die and get you 200 PMP. Twice as much as you get for killing a normal enemy.
Things took a bad turn
Okay.
around here.
So yeah,
Just stand there.
exactly. Shoot them a couple of times and that's it. There are 55 of them throughout
Okay.
the rest of the game. And they are easily the most difficult collectible to find all of.
Okay, and this is an 100% run, so you're gonna...
Yeah, this is an 100% run, so we're getting everything.
Nice.
I think the only place that I ever missed something on camera is in this episode, and it's just because I was so tired of trying to get through it at this point. Because this was from my first recording session before I nailed down that I was going to just get the rest of the game done in a single sitting. Because, oh, by the way, by some stairs and fire, there is a health upgrade. Or a focus boost, one of the two.
Well, fire really narrows it down.
Yeah, seriously, especially today. Anyway, we get a couple of leapers, but fuck that, we've got a new combo.
Hooray.
6-piece combo.
Nice.
Yeah, so if you fill out a 6-part combo completely, you get 20 PMP. I think increasing by 10 up to 8 hits. So 20, 30, 40, and 50, respectively.
Oh, I didn't actually recognize that it showed you damage regeneration.
Yeah, it does actually show you how much you're going to be doing. The numbers are never outright shown within the game, though, so there's not much you can do with it. Also, I can't complete my combo because I don't have another Y move, so I'm just forced to deal with the 5-hit.
Okay. So that explains how it decides which combo you're using. Is it
Exactly.
forces you to do X, Y.
Yeah, the input sequence is never out of order.
You just
But,
choose whether
yeah,
it's...
XYY, XY, this one is one of the most helpful because we're going to have it as our longest combo for a decent portion of the game. So I almost got the full 5-hit combo off there, but he decided to throw me out of it because he's a jerk. So those guys are going to go down pretty easy. And we're going to go grab that upgrade, which is not behind this part of the stairs, but the other side. is I got a bit thrown off. Trying to
there
look through
it
here.
is.
Yeah, there we go. Free stat patch. 1 out of 5.
And you said that we're not going to get any of the energy upgrade in this?
Not in this chapter. We're going to get 2 more, but it won't get us another bar.
No.
Yeah, the soonest you can ever get another bar of energy is chapter... What are we in now? 2?
Yeah, we
Chapter-
started with 0.
Yeah, so chapter 3 is the soonest that you're ever able to get that. Oh no, wait, this is chapter 4. This is chapter 3, because we did 0 and 1 in the same episode.
Got it.
Oh, so, yeah, leapers are absolutely everywhere if you haven't been able to notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's what I'm talking about with Scaromechs. They're really hard to find because you have to go over here, look up, hit that, and then you'll be able to see the Scaromech.
Oh god. That is most nearly cruel.
Yeah. No, like, I think I got, like, 18 of them on my first playthrough out of 55.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous.
I'm
But
guessing
yeah,
though once
right
you
now,
get...
oh, by the way, Robot Hooker Alley.
Ooh. Who doesn't love some robot hookers?
I don't know, but certainly not the citizens in Neo Paris. They can't get enough of these things because we just keep seeing more and more robot hookers as the game goes on.
That's great.
So yeah, this guy's gonna jump on us, but unlike his brother down in the previous chapter, he does not take off nearly all of our health in one shot.
That's good.
But this is your introduction to one more mechanic that I almost never really use. If they're holding on to the wall with the, which means you can't reach them, you can shoot them down with the spammer.
Oh.
Or you can just use the spammer in regular combat to deal moderate amounts of damage. And I say moderate, it's like it's not quite as weak as like a regen or cooldown pressin, but power pressins are going to deal more damage 9 times out of 10. Especially if you're getting them later in the combo.
Okay.
Also, this Skinner's a real pain in the ass. He actually decides to chase me instead of just standing around roaring like most of them do. And since that means I'm going to be hitting him by accident, I'm going to be fucking up my combo quite a bit around this guy. One thing I should note is that you can actually use Sense and Fury to knock, or to hit them even when they're in their enraged state.
Okay.
So if you use your Sense and Fury ability, you can technically knock out Skinner Leapers before they're able to really do too much damage. The only problem is, I don't think it actually knocks them out in one. Like, it takes 2 of them to be able to do that. So you're just not powerful enough to take these guys out quickly, unless you do something we'll be doing near late game.
Okay. That's good to hear, because...
Like, Skinners get much easier late game, but for the beginning part of the game, like, a standard difficult fight is going to be 1 Skinner and a couple other Leapers. Late game fights are going to be, like, 1 Skinner and a shitload of other Leapers, or 2 Skinners that draw power from one another.
That would be pretty intense. So I'm guessing you can break through their little
Yeah,
overload
you'll have
armor.
to. Yeah, you'll have to just kind of. Oh, I tried to dodge over him there. That didn't really work out. But now he is no longer quite as mad, and he blocks like a champ. Like, I think one of the prerequisites for being a Skinner Leaper is you had to have known like boxing in some fashion, because they all just like take hits like nobody's business. By the way, this is my least favorite fight music track in the game, because it'll just say memories pretty much every single time you start a combo, and continue that through the end of the game.
Okay.
Like, this fight track is terrible. The
Yeah,
others are at least passable, but this one's awful. So there's another screen there showing us where we can find an upgrade, and of course, spammer means that we can open up new pathways for ourselves.
Yeah, that's nice.
God, could you imagine if you were leaning out one of those windows when we did that? What a lovely day. I just cannot get enough of all these Leapers going around the... Oh, fuck my face. Why would you do that? Oh yeah, so there are also tons of advertisements for Bits, which is the Robot Hooker service.
Oh.
Yeah. They're everywhere in the game too. And these are 2 upgrades that I missed, not only on my first playthrough, but also on my my practice account with the guide to it, because the directions were obscure. Oh, also, I get fucked up with jumping there, but I somehow make the second jump even without.
Alright, just don't question. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it worked out alright. Anyway, so you can just jump down to the ground. You jump down from too far up and you will take some damage, but here's another Scaromech behind a vent.
Okay.
These
So
are
is
the
this
first-
like a bonus area that you're going to right now?
This is like a hidden area. It's right above where we were fighting.
Damn. That
Yeah,
was
you are
pretty elaborate.
never required to go here over the course of the game. And you can either get out of here 2 methods. One, you can climb down to where you were fighting, or you can just jump back across the same way you came. Pretty easy. but it just takes a little bit of time. Oh, and there's one more recurring character that we're about to meet. And this is a character who will show up literally to the end of the game. Meet Jax. Jax is a panda toy.
Jax. This ad.
It's bringing back memories.
Yep.
That's a good sign, sister. It means your core
Basically,
memory
like,
system-
imagine if Mickey Mouse became crack for children and got an automated doll that responds to commands.
Oh my god.
Like, Jax is love. Jax is life. Jax knows everything, does everything, looks out for your children, and they love him. Holy shit. Seriously?
That's
You know what it is? It's an AI toy. That is it. Also, this is one of the parts where, this is one of the 3 fights, I guess, in the game where knocking people off the edge is really easy, and is definitely the best way to take out the fight, because there are tons of enemies in this fight, and you want to hang out by this edge. Also, you'll see that enemy on the edge there. He actually jumped off before I could do it, but I'm about to do it to his friend. You can shoot them off the edge and they will immediately fall into the abyss.
nice.
So, and they'll keep jumping there as long as you're hanging out on this side of the arena. Oh, also we got a new ability.
I mean, why don't we go check it out?
And actually, we should. This is the best ability in the game. This is a chain pressin. Chain pressins will increase and magnify the power of whatever was used before them.
So if
You heard me
use
right.
it-
Increase and magnify. Like if you use it right after... Oh, for the love of God. If you use it right after... By the way, I'm using Sense and Fury to just knock this guy off the edge.
Good call.
Exactly. So you don't even have to deal with him. But if you use it right after a power present, it's treated as another power present and then, like, doubles the power of the previous one. So my combo can now one-shot leapers.
Very nice. So it doubles the power of the.
It doesn't
power press,
double it,
or-
but it increases it significantly.
But then it still applies the last move in the combo.
Exactly. It is the
Advantage.
last move in the combo.
Well, that is just special.
Also, I'm just gonna unlock another healing present. So now I have, like a full healing combo, full damage combo, and then a combo.
Okay. A combo.
Yeah, exactly. Like one that uses everything. I'll usually have one present combo that has at least healing and damage, because it's generally helpful to get through the first hits of your chain with healing, so your damage will deal more when you get to it. Anyway, a helicopter on fire for no apparent reason just passed by. Apparently things really aren't going well. Like, I didn't know Leapers could take down choppers, but who knows, maybe one got stuck in the turbines. Also, the
Like a
upgrade
bird.
that's actually advertising for you is right back here.
And that one's kind of tricky. I mean, you
Yeah,
don't
it's pretty tricky.
spot the ladder necessarily.
Exactly. And most of these pictures, like, most of them are pretty good about showing you where they are, and that one actually took me a sec, but it did show where it was.
Okay.
Other ones are, as you saw with the one last chapter, complete bullshit and you never would have seen it.
But then there was the fire one, so yeah, it
Exactly.
is variable.
And by the way, now Scaramech here, just plain sight. Some of them are easy.
Okay.
And we're gonna get a call from Tommy.
What's
Nealon,
up, Tommy?
I'm waiting for you at the Leaking Brain.
By the way, get all you can of Tommy in this chapter. I'm pretty sure he
Johnny.
never appears again.
Johnny
Oh.
Greenteeth.
Which is too bad, because Tommy's a pretty cool character. So yeah, we've got to find Johnny Greenteeth, since apparently he knows how to get beneath La Bastille.
That's what Edge said.
Johnny Greenteeth does.
Okay, I'm in.
So we've got to find him and get the memory from him.
Beneath La Bastille.
Yeah. Like, all the place that was flooded before. Used to be sewers, stuff like that. Now fine.
I can't help but think that we're going to be doing some sort of terrorist attack on La Bastille. Excuse me, some terrorist
attack.
Yes.
Sort of. Yeah, actually. It's more like a stealth mission.
Oh, that could be fun in this game.
A stealth mission in which you just come across scripted fights every 20 feet or so.
Okay, so less stealthy, but
Yeah, less stealthy. There's at least one portion of it, by the way, robot face, that is sort of clever, and I like, sort of stealth-based, but the rest of it is just more go along hallways, platform, find your way through, beat up some guards.
Okay.
Which I think you'll find is a theory. Oh, by the way, it's spooky time. Are you ready to be just real spooked?
I'm spooked.
Right, so we have this floodlight here, and if we hit it, there was a scary thing looking there. He appears out of nowhere.
Dear God.
It's
That was
terrifying. It's vaguely frightening. Oh, and there he goes again. He's naked, by the way, which makes it all the scarier.
a naked robot. I take it it's
No,
a robe.
it's not a robot. That's a leaper.
Okay.
Basically, for some reason, leapers are really fucking stupid, except for the part where they know how to do this and nobody else can figure it out.
What is this?
You're about to see this. Basically... Right, you're in here, there's a light. Oh, and for some reason light breaks this. I guess your brain just can't handle something brightly lit being completely invisible. But they screw with your sensing to convince it they're not there.
That's actually, like, that's a really good idea.
Exactly. Like, why does the police force not take advantage of this? But if they're in light, this doesn't work. These are the single most irritating enemy in the game, save for one other that we're going to encounter later.
But you one combo them.
I one combo them, exactly. That's the important part, and that is why we need that combo pressing, or that chain pressing, by this fight. Because if that light goes out and you stop hitting them for even a fraction of a second, they will disappear again. Also, while, you didn't see it here, but while they're invisible, they will just appear out of nowhere and do an undodgeable attack at you, unless you dodge over another enemy, or just dodge away from them. So they can easily break combos, and it deals like 2 to 3 cubes of damage. So it's pretty nasty, and you can't hit them while they're invisible at all. Like, they are fully invulnerable.
It's pretty crazy.
And you almost have no interaction with them as well. So this is technically high voltage. I just kind of stick around because I didn't want to get zapped off even by accident. Best to just wait for it to be done. And we get another ad for the reconversion project. Sorry, not product. Which we heard about before, but we don't really see anything with.
Okay.
Like, ever. So yeah.
Wait, really? It's...
Well, we do hear about it, but we don't really hear about it before it happens, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, you'll see the reconversion project later, but we don't hear any details about it until then. We just know it's supposed to fix the Leaper threat.
Well, that usually doesn't happen.
Nope.
Usually you...
Actually, that does happen quite a bit. Like, they'll try to, jerk you around with passageways that you thought you could take, but instead it'll just break. Also, our leg is hurt here.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Slight
Slow
limp.
walking.
Slight limp. For all of 10 seconds until you shoot this door, and then you're fine.
Wow,
Perfectly fine.
she got
I guess
over that really
it's the
fast.
nanomachines from the sap patches, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Also, some people dragging themselves away by leapers, and free your niece's memory.
So this wasn't, like a bonus or a hidden area. This is...
No, this is really where you're supposed to go.
So they... Free memory?
Yep.
No need to search.
Free memory, no need to search, just climb up this bar afterwards. To the giant turbine area. Why they need a giant turbine, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, you want to be over to the right when you hit this door button, because suddenly spooky leapers.
Ah.
So you want to hit this floodlight and then just one combo them. And they do appear the moment they reach the edge, because I think technically they are coded to still exist, even while the floodlight's out. They just move really quickly and occasionally are also programmed to teleport. That's the move that I was talking about that they'll do from invisibility. He actually did it as he was becoming visible. But as you'll see, we're also getting 20 PMP whenever we do a full 6-hit combo. So we've already got like 140, 240 extra experience out of this. And my favorite ability in the game. Right here. Second one we get. Sensin DOS. Shuts down all Sensins.
So they showed this to you earlier in the
Yep.
game. They just...
Don't give it to you
Didn't
until this
mention it at
chapter.
all.
Yeah, it's just like, what happened? Oh, don't worry about that. That's an ability you'll unlock by becoming an angel later. So it makes all hidden invisible enemies become visible.
That's really nice.
Yes. And I think that they thought you would not be able to kill both of those guys during that combo, because they keep telling me to cool down the presence so I can use it faster, but I don't need to. I can just beat the shit out of everybody else that comes along.
Convenient.
Yeah, no. The chain pressing really does make things just absurdly easy for these next couple of fights. But later in the game it's just absolutely necessary, because otherwise they would drag on fucking forever. So we have to activate the monitoring platform here. And once the platform is active, which is also holding a cube for some reason, we can also just climb up there and get working on... I don't really know what to call it. It's a puzzle that shows up once. Basically, you remember the hacking from Bioshock?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but if we had to plan our platforming by it. So yeah,
Interesting.
you just have to turn these bars... Also, I fucked that up. I left that one undone. But oh well. I'll figure that out in a second.
Would you describe this as fun?
No.
Okay.
I'd say this is definitely not fun. Also, for some reason, she just wanted to climb back up there, so fuck you, drop off the edge. Also, I finally spot what I've done here. And I realize, wait, that won't work. Okay, there we go. All fixed. So yeah, you can actually get through this pretty quickly just by mashing A so you'll jump a little bit faster. But the angles at which the game allows you to jump are pretty finicky.
Okay.
So you have to kind of convince the game to let you jump.
Please, game.
Please, game, please. I wanna continue in this. So yeah, there's the reason I took damage there is because there's a sat station right there. Like I said, they're pretty much fucking everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially after fights.
Exactly.
Kinda
Like, I
get
think
you.
there's a part in the game later on where there are 2 stat patches in between areas where you literally cannot be damaged.
They were looking out for you.
Oh, by the way, you hear that sound? I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but that little, like, deep, 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 that is the sound of a Scaramech. That is the only hint you get as to their position.
That's kind of nice, though, because that...
It doesn't always
incentivizes-
work.
Oh.
Like, that sound, you cannot always hear it.
Oh.
Also, Scaramechs are never actually explained where they come from. There's, like, an article on them in-game that basically says, basically, these were, insects, I mean robots, that are now robots. I mean insects, and they kind of eat memories. Don't worry about it, shoot them. Oh, by the way, that news thing in the background, you can barely hear it, but basically the Hospital Nymphea, which used to be a warship, explained in backstory, blew up.
Rocked by an explosion.
Yeah, someone blew up the hospital ship Nymphea.
Oh, was it Edge?
No.
Okay.
No, it was Olga.
What the fuck is
That's
she...
where her
Oh,
husband was being taken, and she thought they killed him.
No.
So it is a distinct possibility that Olga inadvertently killed her husband because of what you did.
What a twist.
This is never brought up in story. Olga is never expanded on past here is your new ride for the rest of the game.
Weird.
Like, after the end of the game, it's just like, yay, everything's well and good again. Spoiler, it's not actually, but... yay, the plot is resolved. Also, what happened to Olga accidentally blowing up her husband?
I mean, it's...
We never mention it.
But if you treat it as, like, little... I don't want to say Easter eggs, but little additional pieces of information that are interesting.
Yeah, no, those are good. Just the fact that, you know, this is never brought up by the protagonist who did it.
She feels no remorse, I guess.
Okay, so we get a fight versus a couple of Leapers. Tommy's going to be egging them on in the background,
Thanks for the help, Tommy.
which does nothing combat-wise, but it's okay because Tommy's about to give us an ability that we're going to need that makes no sense in terms of things that should work by conventional physics.
Okay.
But only after we fight off like a dozen more Leapers.
But the year is 2084, though, right?
2084, yeah.
Physics are
This
different.
still makes no sense.
No, physics are different.
No, this still makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
It is vaguely explained, and I'll sort of explain it when we get it. But anyway, so we see a giant hole in the ground from which Leapers are coming out that was apparently raised for some reason when this happened. So this is the second fight in the game where knocking things off the edge is really, really helpful. Also, those guys in green, for some reason, have a really high spawn rate right here. Like, I have gotten it to where I literally have 10 of the exact same character model running around the screen during this fight. But
That was
yeah.
cool, though. Did you just...
Yeah, I hit both of them with the final hit of the combo, and as I mentioned earlier, that can actually hit both of them and deal full chain press and damage to both of them.
Nice.
So yeah, Millen's talking about Tommy's customer relations, because it's banter. Oh right, we're still fighting off tons of goddamn Leapers. I just wanted to get that off screen by this point. So let's unlock, what do you think? There are no Y presents left, so I have no use for this key, so fuck it, we'll leave it, I think.
But you don't want... Oh, yeah, I suppose
Unless
you
I
could do-
unlock an S or an X combo present and make my first combo. No, that's later. Got it. Alright, so yeah, now we have like 6 Leapers, because the game couldn't think of a better fight for right here. And I'm just going to start trying to beat them off the edge. Because that is by far the easiest way to deal with this whole situation. If you just hang out by the edge the entire time and dodge around them when they try to hit you. I mean, technically, I think you're supposed to... Oh, I got an achievement here for knocking enough people out. If you... There's also another achievement for this part, I should mention. Gotten by completing this fight without power or regen presents. Just all combo pressings or chain
Oh,
pressings.
that's kind of lame, though.
It is, but that's what you can do. Oh, the junk bolt, here it is. So it's an upgrade for the spammer that uses up the entire spammer charge at once, but can break shit in real life
Oh, that's cool.
somehow. Like, it just dissolves.
I mean, just lots of data. I mean, we're talking.
That bar got hit by at least like 20 emails from Nigerian princes. Oh god, but in all seriousness, this fight, what you need to do is you need to seal that tunnel within the 40-second time limit by hitting those. So you just kind of fight off leapers. And by the way, this is what I'm talking about by the tons of green guys.
Right.
So I'm going to see if I can't beat them off the left side of the bridge, and of course they're going to kind of ruin that plan for me. So now you have to kill everybody else here. But yeah, if you use combo presence and just focus on knocking them off the edge, it is definitely possible. I also think, I don't know if it counts Sense and Fury for that achievement, so you might be able to just combo your way into Sense and Fury to win this fight, or Sense and DOS, both.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't used that one yet.
Sense and DOS I don't use much unless I really need it. Just generally, I'll favor beating people up because it can get me extra experience.
Oh, okay.
Because 6 hits are longer, obviously. Sense and DOS becomes very helpful later, though. When enemies start to... You really want enemies to stop moving for a little bit. And only really falls off in usefulness at the very... like the second to last stage of the game, and then comes back for the last stage. So it's a bit weird. So yeah, the leaking brain is now on fire and broken.
You wanna help? You can stick around, help me fix up my place.
No can do. Bigger fish to fry. Fish like Johnny Greenteeth.
Yeah, so...
How's a boy to compete with a wet tunnel leading into leaper-infested darkness, huh?
So yeah, this is the last we ever see of Tommy. Ever. We broke your bar, goodbye forever.
Sorry about your bar, Tommy.
Sorry about your bar.
Sorry about your bar. There is a storm, don't let it swallow you up. Tommy's last words to us. We are promptly going to go into the heart of the storm, so Tommy's last advice was disregarded completely.
Okay.
Also, there's a sap hatch in the fucking sewers. For some reason.
You gotta have those leapers full health.
Anyway, so this is another thing. And the justification for this in-game is that supposedly the building structure is made out of material called like C3O or something, which isn't actually like carbon trioxide or tricarbon
Tricarbon monoxide.
monoxide. Yeah, it's not actually tricarbon monoxide. Oh, by the way, here's Bad Request again, who's calling us
Hey,
for some
what's
reason.
up, man?
Shit seems to be the word of the day.
Okay, that's good. Good shit. Yeah. Okay. Later, I've been made. That's it.
Shit is the word of the day? Okay.
Yeah. No
good to
shit.
know.
Shit has hit the fan. Shit is the word of the day. Okay, that's great. Gotta go. So yeah.
Such enduring conversations.
So yeah, there's a Scaramech over there you can barely see in the distance, but we
Seriously?
can't reach it yet.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you had to snipe that from here.
You don't. Instead, you have to snipe this through the bars, which you can only get by moving right up to them, go back to where the Scaramech was, and then shoot that.
Okay.
This is another one of the Scaramechs that are just way too obscure.
Yeah.
Like, you need a guide to find all of them. Good luck without it. So yeah, now we're in the sewers, where apparently Johnny Greenteeth makes his home. And where apparently there's a Sap Hatcher focus booth surrounded by mannequins.
Creepy.
Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, so that is found right here.
Mannequins or robots?
Robot mannequins.
Ah, that's unnerving a bit.
Yeah, look, with like a spider type one on the wall there. You know what this always reminded me of, though?
Bioshock.
No, actually. Reminded me of that scene from, this is going to sound really obscure, but
Hit me.
I know you'll recognize this. No. It's, well, not obscure to us, obscure to anyone else.
Oh, okay.
A Muppet Christmas Carol? The spider guy in the third act with the Ghost of Christmas Future.
Really?
Surrounded by beggars. Like, the one that looked like a spider on the wall.
Yeah.
Always reminds me of that, because it's surrounded by other ones. Anyway, no music for this fight. And Leapers decide to hang out above dangerous biohazards for the entire duration of the fight. You don't want to take the fight any further out than this, because there is an invisible Leaper hanging around. But you can also just shoot these guys off the walls to kind of knock them out. You can also shoot them out of the air.
Okay.
So it helps out pretty well. And that's it. You're climbing on top of what appears to be a broken metro train.
Yeah.
That is also covered in sheet metal, because sheet metal is everywhere in the slum. So yeah, you can't get across this, so naturally you just kind of jump across the graffiti-stained wall. straight across to the air type. Whereas you can see it in the background. This was definitely a metro tunnel at some point, but rising water levels and Paris broke and earthquakes and reasons.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool
Yeah, it's pretty cool scene.
scenario.
So yeah, then you're just gonna climb up here, another ladder, more climbing around, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're about to meet Johnny Greenteeth. Or at least we're going to walk to the end of this hall, and then we're going to meet Johnny Greenteeth. So we come across an abandoned metro station, and there is no way to progress. By the way, another robot, I don't know what we'd call it, chandelier?
Yeah, those are strange.
Yeah, and the only way to go is into the car. Oh, and we hear someone talking about diagnostics at the end. And
Is this where he calls home?
this might be. This tunnel? Train brain, tram pain, some.
I don't know.
Anyway, so the guy at the end of the tunnel, that's Johnny. And he actually looks fairly normal. Yeah, cross that off the objective list. There he is. Look at that. He looks normal.
He looks like the evil dudes, though.
Pardon?
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the actual Johnny Greenteeth. He is part of an upgraded group of Leapers that are never explained in story called Mourner Leapers. They are the final evolution of Leaper. Like, it goes, Leaper, Skinner Leaper, Mourner Leaper. They hit him at levels 21 and 42, respectively. Evolution. It's a Pokemon joke. No, that isn't that. Yeah, no worries. That it doesn't actually influence anything, and we only ever meet 3 Mourner Leapers in the course of the story, and Johnny's the first and foremost. The other two don't even show up till the last chapter of the game. So I don't feel bad talking about it now, because we're really never going to get a chance in the final chapter.
Wait, so he's an enemy?
Yeah, Johnny Greenteeth is an enemy.
I thought you were supposed to meet him for, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to steal his brain stuff.
Oh.
Remember, we can do that.
Yeah.
Like, whenever they say, we need to get the information from them, they don't mean talkatively. Anyway, so this guy actually completely fucked up my plan there. I was trying to shoot the structural weakness around Johnny, and that guy got in the way and took the shot. So you only have 20 seconds to close the structural weaknesses. After you do, the door closes on Johnny, and he just kind of gets shut out. Then you have to keep fighting Leapers for a little while, and then it'll open back up. You have to shoot it again.
Johnny is home.
Yeah, Johnny is home. Forget Oubliette. Yeah. So yeah, Johnny's, like, Johnny seems really insane, but I'm pretty sure he actually talks later? And provides, like, some reasoning for his actions? Which I can't remember much of at the moment, but I remember being surprised when he talks. Like, you know the guy you're playing Twilight Princess right now, right?
Right.
Okay, so you know the guy in Twilight Princess, like the really fat dude, who talks at the very end of the game, like the fat moblin? You fight multiple times? It's kind of like that. Like, at the end of the game, like, I was just so surprised that Johnny actually spoke. By the way, we just stole the memories from him.
Really?
Yep.
Man,
He had his head stuck in a door, so... By the way, train crash. The train just crashes out of nowhere. Giant crash, flames everywhere, complete destruction. We're stuck under a couple sheet metal without any damage to us. Our protagonist is completely fine. Just dusts herself off.
So, the train was literally entirely dismembered there, and you're just underneath
Perfectly
a couple
fine.
pieces of
Also,
sheet metal.
another Scaramech there.
Yep.
And here's the collectible that I miss, actually, because I was actually paying attention to the conversation that we're about to have with Edge, for once. So if you walk through here, there it is, it's right up there, hidden on the ground, and I just completely miss it.
What the? You're so inept.
I know, I'm sorry.
It was right there.
So maybe an evolved his mind was like a bubbling sea of rage and suffering. Everybody plays it poetry in this game. It doesn't really work.
Maybe it sounds better in French.
Maybe. Get out of the metro, though. There are all kinds of things lurking down there. Some people call them monsters. I call them bitches.
Yes.
It is okay. So yeah, now we get to wander through the metro a little bit, which is just, it's a pretty cool sight.
Bit of a tangent. Have you finished Metro 2033?
I've never even started Metro 2033.
It's worth it.
Is it really?
Strange game, but
I'll have to give it a look.
Yeah, it's kind of got the...
collect gold bullets, all that stuff. So you could go through here, or you could turn around and find another Scaramech on the wall that you can't even hear.
See, okay, I was thinking that if you could hear them, it would
It'd be better.
kind of like a fun...
And I think it
puzzle.
would be if you could actually hear all of them.
Yeah.
But for some reason the sound is like fucked up with them or something, and you can't hear them really well. So we get a cutscene for a gate for some reason. And promptly get to another Leaper fight.
Okay.
And here is, I think, where I demonstrate the properties of the Sense in DOS. Maybe? What I do know is that I do show just how badly it can weaken an enemy if you shoot them with the Junk Bolt, which is the name of the spammer upgrade. Because that guy, I didn't even have to do my last hit of my combo, and that's like half of my combo's damage. Like, that guy hit 4 times and he died. So I finally have a 4th ability to use on my Y slot.
Nice.
So I'll just make that a full combo. I also have 2 keys, so I could use it for something else if I really wanted to. So actually, I think I'll save it. I was hoping for damage presents in the near future. I don't get them, which kind of sucks. And generally, just saving your press-in keys is not going to be terribly useful, except for like the one time that it unlocks a damage press-in and a regen press-in at the same time.
Oh, I finally noticed what you mean with the music sounding kind of glitchy.
Yeah,
Intentionally.
it has that whole thing going for it. It's kind of hard to notice, but in some parts it really stands out. So yeah, we get that guy there, and then naturally we have to continue further into what used to be the flooded area, so it's covered in like seaweed or moss.
Okay.
Admire the madness of our generation.
Wait, is that another membrane?
Oh, there it is. Did you see the cube in there? Oh, you didn't.
Oh.
In the sky, you can very vaguely see Mnemopolis. Like, a couple of seconds, like 10 seconds prior to this, in the sky. I didn't even notice it until just now. So yeah, Johnny Greenteeth has the invisibility ability, and that kind of manifests itself in your sensing too, when you're looking at his remembranes. So yeah, basically, here we have... Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is cool.
So yeah, Johnny Greenteeth is
subtle.
going to be the guy that we're having the memories of throughout the thing here.
Against his will.
Against his will. So yeah, Johnny Greenteeth was able to detect mines when he traveled through here.
So that's part of the appeal of having his
Yep.
memories.
Because this whole place is littered with mines. You hit one, you'll lose like 2.5 to 3 of your stat patches.
Okay.
And I thought I might be able to use that for a speedrun kind of tactic. By the way, this one's a complete, just jerk-ass thing. You have to jump over here and then jump backwards to a platform you can't see to get this stat patch.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
That's pretty fucked. Anyway, I tried to jump back across, do succeed. Then we jump across here, and I think... Do I have to cut the footage here?
People used to live here.
No, I guess not. Alright.
Miserable souls. I'll move far
So
away when they
yeah, we just need to... Basically, this entire place was evicted, Scaramech, when they built La Bastille, just so they could build a lake around the new La Bastille.
Weird, but kind of cool.
Yeah. And Edge is pretty pissed about that, as you might imagine. You can actually see the water level, too.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is pretty nice. But that would mean that the water wasn't very high?
Right. Or
Like, it's not a very deep lake. This is the future.
maybe it's not the depth, but the fact
Okay,
that
so
there's
here's the
water.
thing. You have to get over to that control panel, right? And I was thinking, the one time that I did this, I could just run across there and ignore the couple of mines because I had enough health to survive it. I did, but I couldn't trigger it because you have to use a Remembrain to be able to use it.
Oh.
So the game devs probably thought of that. So yeah, Johnny Greenteeth starts like just flickering through.
Oh.
And yeah, there's what happens if you hit a mine. And then there's another Remembrain right here. You can't use this until you trigger it, and I forgot about that. But there we go. I figured it out. And then you just synchronize with this, and it turns the mines off. And you can go straight into
Oh.
sewer underneath the sewer.
Deep.
Oh, by the way, I hope you're ready for a boss fight. Guess who
I
it is?
am.
Take a wild guess.
Not Johnny Greenteeth.
No, it's a Zorn. Oh, did I never tell you their name? These robots are called Zorn.
Oh.
Or at least that's their name. Their official name is something like the J328 Horn of Jericho.
Well, that's...
Like, that is the official manufacturing name of
yeah,
these
that's
things.
a great name.
Isn't it, though? So this is their first boss fight with a Zorn. They have the same, like, musical theme, and what I said about Nilin never hitting anything harder than a person, This kind of lends itself to the you are using your sensin to hit things theory, because you never physically strike a robot. You
Okay.
can only ever use the spammer against them. So yeah, if you hit him twice with the junk bolt, it'll reduce him to near low, he'll punch into the ground, and then you just kind of spam that enough that his arm actually breaks off.
Nice.
Because the C3O compound that I mentioned is apparently disrupted by the kid's spammer.
Okay.
Like, the exact frequency that it uses disrupts the actual thing. By the way, that's just an animation. It doesn't actually do anything, that scanning the ground. This is kind of nasty, though. He'll stomp the ground, and that'll send a shockwave out that if it hits you, will stun you. The only thing is, he won't attack during the stun. He'll just kind of stand there and menace you. So it's really not that threatening. Maybe if you don't, like, move immediately afterwards, he might be able to hit you. So now, he powers up now that both his arms are broken. And I thought I might just be able to shoot it past, but no. What he does is he sends out an energy wave. And that briefly reveals the weakness in his chest. So you have to dodge through the energy wave since you're invulnerable while dodging, and hit him, which triggers the kill command.
Nice.
If you don't hit that command, by the way, he just stomps on her, and the battle continues. Which is, I was tempted to actually fail once just to show it.
Yeah.
Because it is a pretty fantastic animation, because you just try to dive through and be really cool, and he just steps on her. Like, well, fuck that. By the way, love this box cutting into the cinematic shot there.
Yeah, they're great ending shot.
Yep. So yeah, we broke the Zorn, and we get to go through the manhole cover here to another sewer, this time leading to La Bastille,
Okay.
per the memories of Johnny Greenteeth.
So why did he break in? Is it explained?
We have, it is, but it's way later,
Okay.
and it's actually one of the cooler reveals in the game, so I'm not going to spoil anything about
Yeah,
it.
please don't.
I mean, you might have figured it out if you were paying attention to Johnny.
I wasn't.
Okay, well, there you go. I think it's a pretty cool reveal. It's kind of really spoiled by the chapter it's in, though. So, go figure. Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of the chapter. You hop into a manhole cover and then go back to the room of pretentious monologue.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Bastille infiltration.
That's actually one of the decent levels of the game. Has
Okay.
one of the cooler boss fights, too.
Good to hear.